All right, so it looks like I'm the only one here at the moment. I guess we'll be waiting to see who else shows up. I think I just saw somebody might have got a subscriber back, it looks like. All on and on and on and on. By way the way is gone. Oh, you made a laugh. Oh, you did not do your math. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day. Oh, on and on and on and on. Cotton Eye Joe, I don't mind where you want to go. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe, I don't mind where you want to go. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. You and me and a dog named Boo trying to get along in a perfect, in a faithless town. I need to feel the touch of a friend. In the countryside, I wander far and wide. Isolation gets me again. I don't know where to go when I feel like crying. Oh my, trying to open myself to something new. I want to stop and grow up a bit. Then suddenly my intuition and my wisdom grow. And then I know that all passionately forever and ever. And suddenly my intuition and my wisdom grow. And then I know that most of all held compassionately. Thank you for waking me up. Hmm. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Fantastic, Max! Oh, there goes Max on his routine mission. Will he lose or win? In that four-ply diaper and that safety pin. He's tops. I mean terrific. I don't know another word that says it so specific. And here goes Max on his routine mission. Laugh until I cried. On the four-ply diaper and that safety pin. Fantastic, Max! When Captain America throws his mighty shield, all those who oppose his shield must yield. In the red and the white and the blue it comes true when Captain America throws his mighty shield. Tony Stark makes you feel he's a cool exec with the hottest wheel. As Iron Man, all jets of flame, he fights and fights with repulsor rays. Amazing power, it's Iron Man. Amazing power, it's Iron Man. Let's see. Doc Bruce Banner, belted by gamma rays, turned into Hulk, and he just gallantly wrecking the town with the powerful, ain't so monster clown, foolish but lovable, the ever-loving Hulk, Hulk, Hulk. Cross the rainbow bridge of Asgard, through the blue mean heavens roar, and behold incredulous wonder the god of thunder, mighty Thor. Let's see. Yeah. Stronger than a whale, he can swim anywhere. He can breathe under water and go flying through the air. Noble submariner, prince of the deep, so beware of deadly demons. Lord Namor of Atlantis is the prince of the deep. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, can't you see? Just like flies, look out. There goes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen up. He's got radioactive blood from a string overhead. Take a look overhead. Hey there. There goes the Spider-Man. And look, we have a second person. Hello, second person. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. As always, if you can like and share the stream. I'm just waiting for more people to come in, of course, before we get started. Of course, we are, let's see, we're now coming up on. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime. Here we go. Hey, action. You can like and share the stream. That'd also help as well. Yo, just popping in to say hi as I'm looking after Mrs. Toys tonight. She had to get 10 teeth extracted due to her not getting her wisdom teeth gut when she was younger. Well, as I said, if you can help out by liking and sharing the stream, that would really be helpful. So we got 3 people in here now, so that's good. So people are starting to come in finally, according to YouTube. And I guess with that, we can start at least by telling you what's all on tap for tonight. Hey, Woody. Ouch. Ouch, no, poor Mrs. Toys. Yeah. So basically, and Woody, if you can help out by liking and sharing the stream, that would be appreciated as well. Um, so, um, so here's what's on tap for tonight. We'll have 6 stories, 3 that are actually kind of cartoon or television related, 3 that are anime related. And 2 of those television stories, of course, have a little to do with comics. But so yeah, we got 6 stories, 3 of them from Bounding into Comics, 3 of them from CBR. So I'll probably be getting to those shortly here. As always, if you guys can like and share the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people in here, that'd be appreciated. And now let's see. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and get started then. Alrighty then. Alrighty, so here's the first story we're going to look at tonight. Marvel dropped first look at upcoming She-Hulk Disney Plus series. Article by Spencer Bercouli, published this past Friday. So I believe this is kind of an animated series, new animated series from Marvel Studios. In honor of Disney Plus Day, Marvel and Disney have officially given audiences their first look at the upcoming She-Hulk series, headed exclusively to the House of Mouse's signature streaming service. Marvel Studios presents She-Hulk. The trailer, included as part of Disney Plus's or Marvel's Disney Plus Day sizzle reel, opens with Jennifer Walters as portrayed by Orphan Black's Tatiana Maslany, narrating a brief montage of her life and explaining to viewers, "I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a normal lawyer." And I guess there's going to be a live action series, not a. I guess from the look of it, literally going to be a live action series, not an animated series. Okay. So kind of comics related though as well. Quote, "Well, not that normal," unquote. She then admits over a behind the back shot, Walters in her She-Hulk form, clad in an quote unquote MCU-ified version of her classic purple and white costume. I think MCU meaning Marvel Cinematic Universe. Next, Walters is seen conversing with Mark Ruffalo's Professor Hulk, who explains to his female counterpart that their emerald transformations are triggered by anger and fear. So somehow in the movie they got Bruce to be able to maintain his intellect as in his Green Hulk form. That's interesting. All right, continuing on with the article here. Finally, the teaser ends on a shot of Walters and another man, possibly Bruce, what almost appears to be a retro-themed commercial, quote unquote, in smaller quotes, wherein the series star utters her cousin's famous line, quote, "Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry," unquote. It's clear from the above footage that Disney and Marvel have opted to go with Shulky's classic appearance for the show rather than her Jason Aaron created Savage She-Hulk look, an undoubtedly welcome decision amongst both longtime and new Marvel fans. From Captain Marvel, Volume 10, Number 14, The Last Avengers, Part 3, words by Kelly Thompson, art by Lee Garbett and Tamra Bonvillain. According to a brief synopsis provided by Marvel, She-Hulk will be a comedy series which, quote, follows Jennifer, a lawyer who specializes in superhuman-oriented legal cases, unquote, and, quote, will welcome a host of Marvel characters to the series, including the Hulk, played by Mark Ruffalo, and Abomination, played by Tim Roth. Unquote. It almost sounds like they're going for a live action version of Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. That's what it sounds like to me, like doing kind of a live action variation of Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, except with Marvel characters instead of Hanna-Barbera characters. Headed to Disney Plus in 2022, She-Hulk will be written by executive producer Jessica Gao and directed by executive producer Kat Koiro and Anu Valia. What do you make of the first look at Disney Plus She-Hulk series? Let us know your. Yeah, it does look kind of interesting. I kind of remember that uniform. That was kind of the uniform she used in the 1996 Incredible Hulk cartoon. So, yeah. So, all right. With that, and I don't know if I went through everything, but we have a couple Marvel stories here. Also, the reviews are in. The reviews are in from Cowboy Bebop, and they don't seem to sound very good. And I know Flash and a few others have also kind of commented on those as well. And then on the anime side of it, we got a little profile piece on Assassination Classroom, as well as a new poster for the final season of Attack on Titans come out. Kyoto Animation also is showing us how they get Violet Evergarden's hair done in that anime. So anyways, let's go ahead and continue on with the news stories here. Move on to the next one. And of course, it's something we talk quite a bit about here. Disney and Marvel bank on identity politics and first teaser for Ms. Marvel Disney Plus series. Yeah, and that's why they're going broke. Go woke, get woke, go broke. Article by Spencer McCooley, published this past Friday. To the surprise of absolutely no one, Disney and Marvel look to be banking on identity politics as a selling point for their upcoming Disney Plus Ms. Marvel television series. Yeah, I like how Spencer will come out and say, to surprise of no one. That's pretty interesting there. Released alongside a number of other trailers as part of the company's Disney Plus Day promotional event, the brief teaser serves as an introduction for audiences to both the star of the series, Kamala Khan, played by Iman Vellani, as well as her idolization of Captain Marvel, opening on the assumedly then unpowered protagonist glancing up in awe at a light display made in Carol Danvers' honor. The trailer also features brief shots of what appears to be Kamala gaining her powers. As Marvel 20. The young hero suiting up, in parentheses, for what may be the first time in a Captain Marvel inspired costume. There you go, right there. Yeah, she does look kind of young. And four ominous figures standing amidst a cloud of smoke. Woo. However, whilst the imagery of the trailer is not in and of itself based in identity politics, as even the shot of a group of Muslims in prayer is relevant to Kamala's actual backstory. The pushing of this tired school of thinking can be heard narrated by the hero herself. Speaking to a friend, assumedly either Bruno or his MCU equivalent, a la Ganke and Ned in the Tom Holland Spider-Man films, Kamala tells him, quote, "It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who saved the world," unquote. "Maybe now they do," her companion replies, quote unquote. Yeah, they're going to start pushing it hard, as we all know. Kamala's assertion is, to say the least, confusing, as a large part of the MCU's roster of heroes, or even some villains, came from similar humble beginnings. After all, Steve Rogers, Bucky, and Spider-Man, three of the most important players in the war against Thanos, were all raised in underprivileged New York homes before finding themselves in positions where they could serve as heroes. A number of non white heroes also played pivotal roles in the Battle of Earth, including the Wakandans, Wong, and various masters of the mystic arts, War Machine, and Falcon, who, as evidenced in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, came from what appears to be even more rough and downtrodden circumstances than Kamala. Further outside of Black Panther and Thor, none of the other established MCU heroes were ever in a position where they could have their abilities, quote unquote, bestowed upon them as some sort of bloodline tradition. Rather, the MCU is populated with heroes who either found themselves bestowed with powers completely by chance, such as Spider Man, Hulk, and even Captain Marvel, or as the result of their years of suffering and training, as is the case with Iron Man, Star Lord, or Captain America. As such, it seems overly negative for Kamala to arbitrarily, in small quotes, other herself when given the examples all around her. Now, the thing is, though, is that since Steve, Bucky, and Peter are all white, even though they came from underprivileged home, they don't count in a lot of the more woke individuals' mindset. That's part of the reason why here for this. As such, it seems overly negative. Oh, okay. We already read that part. Let's see. Yeah. She should be more optimistic and hopeful that she might one day find herself called to fight such monumental battles for the fate of the universe. Either way, it seems unnecessarily self defeatist, though it isn't all identity politics. Uh huh. I get that point. Miss Marvel Volume 3, Number 1, No Normal, Part 1 of 5, Metamorphosis, 2014, variant cover art by Arthur Adams. A synopsis for Miss Marvel by Disney can be read below here. Miss Marvel introduces Kamala Khan, a 16-year-old Pakistani American from Jersey City. All right. Thought she looked on the young side, so she's legally a minor. An aspiring artist, an avid gamer, and a voracious fanfiction scribe. She is a huge fan of the Avengers, and one in particular, Captain Marvel. But Kamala has always struggled to find her place in the world. That is, until she gets superpowers like the heroes she's always looked up to. Iman Vellani stars as Kamala Khan, aka Ms. Marvel. The series is directed by executive producers Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah. Mera Menam and Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy, with executive producer Bishake Ali, all serving as head writer. Ali, okay, serving as head writer. Ms. Marvel premieres on Disney Plus summer of 2022. What do you make of Marvel's apparent emphasis on identity in Miss Marvel? Let us know. It's going to be one of those things that's going to turn people off. That's essentially what it will do. You'll basically be cutting out at least about half your audience there because, you know, they won't want to watch it. All right. It would appear we don't have anybody watching. Anyways. Anybody still here? All right. Critic reviews arrive for Netflix's Cowboy Bebop, confirming everything fans predicted. Oh boy, so that sound like that's too good. Article by Spencer McCauley, published November 15th, 2021. With the series to release at the end of the week, the review embargo for Netflix's Cowboy Bebop has finally lifted, revealing all-around negative consensus among critics towards the streaming giant's audacious and wildly unwanted live-action adaptation of the classic anime series. That should basically be said of every time they try to do that. Opinion, but yeah, and let's see. I know y'all have talked about that a lot. You even did a video on this. Let's continue with the article here. As of writing, Netflix's Cowboy Bebop holds 41% rotten rating on review aggregate site Rotten Tomatoes based on reviews submitted by 27 different critics. So yeah, so not even half the critics apparently apparently not even half the critics like the series apparently. That's 41%. So that's what, maybe, well, anyway, a little over, probably like 10 and a half out of. But anyway, so let's see this. Likewise, on fellow review aggregate Metacritic, 16 critic reviews have left the show sitting at a rating of 38 out of 100 rate, sitting at a 38 out of 100 rate. That's even lower than on Rotten Tomatoes. That's bad. Those are major Fs right there, major fails right there. However, unlike the odd disparity between the written criticisms and the final scores seen in numerous Marvel's Eternals reviews, it seems that this score is accurate reflection of critics' opinions. For example, Collider's Rafael Montemayor opened his review with the declaration, quote, Cowboy Bebop is a soulless remake of a landmark anime series. One that is constantly drawing attention to the original while changing enough to take away the impact of what it's trying to emulate, unquote. Which is generally the case when when woke people get involved in trying to do stuff like that. Yeah. In a lot of pain, but she's managing, Woody. All right, excuse me a moment. I'm going to go off camera here for a quick sec. Be right back. All right, I'm back. And of course, it would appear, according to YouTube anyway, that people are gone. Oh boy. All right. So, anyways, getting back to the article here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Quote, Cowboy Bebop is a show constantly at odds with itself, unquote. He eventually concluded, quote, this is just like Cowboy Bebop you remember or that your friends told you about, except it is absolutely nothing like it. Oh boy. Yeah, it's exactly like what you thought it would be, but it's not. Okay. That's some interesting double talk there. You woke idiots. Anyways, quote, all of the good things about Netflix's Cowboy Bebop are betrayed by poor writing, uninspired action scenes, and truly baffling obsession with the most annoying characters in the series, said Decider's Megan O'Keefe. She further asserted, quote, Cowboy Bebop is the textbook definition of a mixed bag full of glimmers of extraordinary promise and confounding choices that cheapen what made the anime version a masterpiece. I hated it. I loved it. It made me desperate to just watch the anime again. Unquote. Ah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes when you know something's great and you see that somebody else has done something with it that turned it into you know piece of garbage, you want to go back and watch, to feel good about something again. You want to go back and watch that which you why you were in love with it in the first place, and not be reminded of the garbage. In his review for RogerEbert.com, Rotten Tomatoes top critic Brian Tallarico lamented, quote, it is a show that works in small bursts, but never coheres, and there's a depressingly manufactured sense to the whole thing, especially in shots directly copied from the anime. Hmm. So what you're saying here is that there's maybe some plagiarism going on here or something to that effect. Well, not plagiarism, but just where they're not really being creative here, I guess. Quote unquote, Cowboy Bebop had the rhythm of jazz, an art form that's full of improvisational expression, unquote. He added, quote, you can't fake that. You certainly can't try to just recreate it, but this live action version loses any sense of inventive creativity in a failed attempt at fidelity to the source. Uh-huh. Quote, those divorced from memories of the 1998 series may see something different in, lighthearted yet excessively violent interpretation of the material. But as a blip in the timeline of Cowboy Bebop's legacy, Netflix's first live action series is a failure. However noble and interesting, wrote Polygon's Toussaint Egan, quote, the truth might be that what works in animation often does not or simply cannot work in live action without self-consciously making fun of itself at its own expense. Cowboy Bebop is new proof. And in some respect, I think they made that point as well in the past too. I mean, there have been a number of movies and television shows that done that in the past. Excuse me a moment. That sounds like Chloe is barking again. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Not much has changed. All right, so let's continue with the article here. While one of the most positive reviews for Cowboy Bebop came from Rolling Stone's Alan Sepinwall, who found Netflix's adaptation to be a, quote, fast-moving, pulpy hit, unquote, the critic also clarified that his outlook came from someone who had been only who had, quote, only seen clips of Cowboy Bebop anime, unquote. Quote, I can't speak to how faithful or satisfying fans of the original will find its Netflix live action remake, unquote. He explained, quote, but the new version very much feels like project with anime roots and has, for the most part, figured out how to make the influences work with flesh and blood actors and practical sets. It's a lot of fun. So at least that's one of the few positive reviews I guess it's gotten. Even speaking as someone who admittedly did not feel, quote, particularly precious about Cowboy Bebop, unquote, Pace Magazine's Austin Jones found that, quote, Netflix's Cowboy Bebop often feels like a slap in the face. Oh God, that's a damning statement, isn't it? Well, many moments in these 10-hour-long episodes go beyond just your average cringy attempt at recapturing the magic of the source material it's based on. It's actively grotesque in its bastardization of the original series, original show. Okay, that's an interesting descriptor right there. Bastardization. He added, before later recognizing, quote, the unfortunate truth is Cowboy Bebop's failings will be blamed on a market unwilling to compromise. It's already happening with easy scapegoats like John Cho's age or Daniela Pineda's costume, unquote. Well, it's the overall attitude. It's not just that stuff. It's just the overall attitude a lot of these people have about with the woke messaging. However, despite all these negative reviews from critics who have actually seen the show's egregious, point missing nature can perhaps be summed up by a single tweet from freelance critic Steve Nguyen Scaife. Quote, if you have been on the fence, unquote, revealed Scaife, and in smaller quotes, there's one point where Faye dramatically says, quote, I'm not going to carry that weight, unquote. Oh boy. Yeah, even though Daniela got some serious backlash for some of her comments a couple months ago. But anyway, so here we go. Cowboy Bebop releases on Netflix on November 19th, 2021. That's this Friday. What do you make of the critical response to Netflix? Yeah, I think this show is going to be in a lot of trouble. I think people are going to be turned away from it pretty quickly. Anyway, let's see. We're at 48-minute mark now, so not too bad. So, anyways, getting ready to move on to the next portion of the podcast here, episode here. We are fighting, dreamer. All right, so here we go. We're gonna get to. Yeah, there's not a lot going on tonight, huh? Now, even as I was going looking up these stories, I realized it didn't seem like there's a large news cycle going on in the niche world. Too much, not a whole lot going on. So that's part of the reason why it seems slow. Attack on Titan final season poster captures Aaron's entire journey. Newly released art for Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2, recalls how all the people, events that led Aaron Yeager to where he is now. Article by Michael Cerna, published 12 hours ago. A new poster image has been revealed for Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2. A new image was released on the official Twitter account for the series. The illustration shows Aaron with his outfit and longer hair from the second half of the series as shattered images of other key characters and events, such as childhood friend Mikasa Ackerman and a glimpse of the colossal Titan's attack on Walmaria, flow around him. The image was released to promote the upcoming finale of the popular anime series, which will begin airing its final run of episodes in Japan on January 9th. There's everything in Japanese text. I mean, it just looked like kind of morphing out of his head there. Attack on Titan, the final season part 2, will adapt the remaining chapters of Hajime Isayama's original manga, which concluded its decade-long serialization in Japan earlier this year. The manga's finale was met with a mixed reaction from fans and professional critics alike. Some liked the emotional conclusion, while others criticized the third act's rushed pacing and what were perceived to be sharp changes to certain characters' personalities near the end. Some disappointed fans have even gone as far as to redraw and reanimate the end of the series with a different ending. Kodansha USA published the English physical release of Attack on Titan's final volume earlier this year, which was released with several retailer exclusive variant covers and other bonus material. Let's see, before I do that, let's see if anybody's commenting on anything yet. No, people are still not commenting on this story. Not a whole lot. A live stream panel event for the series was recently held in Japan on November 14th. The panel featured the show's cast and crew discussing their time with the series and its upcoming conclusion. Included appearances from Yuki Kaiji, the Japanese voice of Eren Yeager, Yui Ishikawa, Japanese voice for Mikasa Ackerman, Marina Inoue, the the Japanese voice actor for Armin, Arlette, and the narrator, Kisho Taniyama, John Kirstein, all these are the Japanese voices, obviously. Yu Kobayashi is Sasha Blouse, and Ayane Sakura, Gabi Braun. Oh, Gabi Braun is okay. All right. Anyways, while the live stream has already aired, hardcore Attack on Titan fans still purchase access to a on-demand recording of the event for $29.99 from the production company Pony Canyon. Fans who would prefer to hear from the series' English dubcast should also make plans to attend the upcoming Anime New York City convention, which will feature a panel on the series hosted by the series' international distributor, Funimation. Attack on Titan was first published in 2009 in Kodansha's Besatsu Shonen magazine. Series was famously picked up by Kodansha after Isayama's pitch was rejected by Weekly Shonen Jump, Japan's most popular manga periodical. Despite an initial setback, the series has gone on to become one of the most commercially successful manga series of all time, with over 100 million copies in circulation worldwide, while the anime and manga series have reached their end. A live-action American remake of the series is currently in production at Warner Brothers, and if anything is shown to be true, it'll probably be crap. With its Andy Muschietti attached to direct. Anyway, so there we go with that one. Oh boy, even I'm yawning a bit. Yeah. We had some. Hello, guys. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming in. I see you guys are. You missed most of the stories, so that's the only thing. But you can always go back and catch the reruns or and as always, if you guys can like and share the stream, that would be very appreciated. So let's see what you guys have been saying since you got in here. Greetings to you, Intense Webs. Here we come. Yes, thank you. Hey, Mike. Yep. Hey, Intense Webs. I hope you guys have caught at least some of the stories and are appreciate them. I was only gonna do 4 of the 6 tonight. Or no, I'm sorry, 6 tonight. But I'm already halfway through. Raid from Hero Shack. Yes, thank you, Chris. Do appreciate Rick. Thank you guys. I do appreciate that. Here we go. Let's see. Hey, Cross Comics, Lorenzo. Okay. Tens Webs. Yep. Hail there, Tens Webs. I'm glad you guys are all here. Thank you guys for the likes and shares. Hope you guys will enjoy the content. As I said, I do keep my streams up, so you guys can always go back and catch the stories that you missed. As I said, we've gone through 4 of the 6 already that we're going to go through tonight. Hi all. Whoop whoop. Hail Intense Webs. Laugh out loud. Western live action anime doesn't always work out well. Well, if you guys saw when I was covering the Cowboy Bebop article, yeah, the reviews are in and they are not good. They were not good. Replay, yeah. I mean, I keep my streams up, so you guys can always watch this again to get the stories. I just like, I always like having everybody in here, interact as we're doing it, because then if you guys, want to make comment on the stories or whatever, we can talk about it then, obviously. Yeah, so anyways, let's see if we can count a little bit there. We got added more by. All right. So, anyways, we're just past the hour mark. We got 2 more stories to go through. So hopefully you guys, are enjoying what you've heard thus far. So, here's the next article we're gonna do. All right. Kyoto Animation shares instructions on recreating Violet Evergarden hairstyle. Kyoto Animation releases official detailed instructions on how to recreate the hairstyle of Violet Evergarden's central protagonist. by Dylan Desir, published 11 hours ago. Now, Violet Evergarden is an anime in which, you know, girls are raised as what they call auto male dolls. Initially, they were built for combat, but once the wars in their world were ended, they went off and tried to, basically become surrogate letter writers, basically, and try to hopefully help people express what they were wanting to do in written form. So, interesting story. Kind of a light story in some respects, with some. But anyways, here we go. Go with this article. Kyoto Animation released detailed instructions on how to recreate the hairstyle of Violet Evergarden's main protagonist, Violet. The instructions were shown on the official Twitter account for the series and provide step-by-step instructions on how to recreate Violet's unique hairdo. Step 1 on the top left shows Violet's hair before any braiding is done. Step 2 shows how to form a half braid on either side of the head, starting near the top and gradually working the braid down behind the ear. Once you reach the base of your head, stop braiding. Gather your remaining hair into twin tails and tie them off with hair ties. So I think this is what they're talking about right here. You see right here. Let's see. Step 3 shows how to braid the twin tails. Step 4 explains how to roll the braids up at the back of your head, clockwise for the left and counterclockwise for the right. Step 5 illustrates how to pin the 2 rolled braids in place with 4 U-shaped hairpins. Finally, step 6 shows how to the ribbons at the base of the rolled braids. Many fans of the series have already tried it and shared their results in the replies to Kyoto Animation's original tweet. So it's kind of an interesting participation piece right here, you know. So Kyoto Animation, who does the animation work for Violet Evergarden, they decided to have a situation where they want to explain to fans how how their main character braids her hair. Kind of sounds like a very interesting participation style thing there, like much like what they did in the golden age of comics here in the States with certain things like that. There we go. We're up to 5 viewers, and I see that. And again, thank you guys for the likes and shares. Hope we can get some friendly people in here. I know you guys are friendly. That's cool. I'm glad you guys are here. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Anyways, yes. Here's the art on here. So you go down the left side there, you got the first one right there, and then And Chris, I know as an artist, you might have some appreciation for these sketches as well. You might have some appreciation for the sketch work there that was done on those drawings. Gotta zoom. Gotta zoom up. Okay, I'll guess I can try that. Let's see now. No, I guess it's wrong part is being zoomed. I guess. All right, I guess. Let me see. All right, let me see what we can. How's that, Chris? That look at least a little better. Oh yeah, I see. I zoomed my screen. Okay, I thought you were suggesting I zoom mine, but perfect. Yeah, really cool, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, getting back to the reading of the article. Um, Kyoto Animation is a Japanese animation studio and light novel publisher based out of Uji in the Kyoto prefecture. Founded by Yoko and Hideaki Hata in 1981, the studio is famous for works such as Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Clannad, K-On!, Free, Sound Euphonium, A Silent Voice, and Violet Evergarden. Violet Evergarden was originally a Japanese light novel series written by Kana Akatsuki and illustrated by Akiko Takase. It was first published by Kyoto Animation in December 2015 under its Ka Esruma Bunko imprint. The series has since been adapted into a 13-episode anime produced by Kyoto Animation, which first aired in January 2018. The story follows a woman named Violet Evergarden as she starts a new life after a falling out with her guardian family. It is then she witnesses the work of an quote unquote auto memory doll, um, amanuensis, that transcribe people's thoughts and feelings into words on paper. Moved by this, Violet begins work as an auto memory doll herself, a decision that will change her life as well as the lives of those around her. Violet Evergarden anime series and its follow up movies are available for streaming on Netflix. So, yeah. So, basically, that is some. You know, so, we got one more story to go through, but hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. Um, let's see. Here we go. All right. Seeing if there's any more comments here. All right. So we're going to get this is the last main article of the night here that we're going to talk about. Assassination Classroom, which is another classic and another pretty good anime here. All right, so Assassination Classroom. How to get started with the anime and manga. Assassination Classroom is a shonen sci-fi series known for its great balance of comedic and emotional moments. Here's how to get into the franchise. Article by Narissa Rupnarine, published 8 hours ago. An entertaining series with an intriguing plot and likable characters, Assassination Classroom quickly gained notoriety for capturing audiences with a light and comedic tone before sending them into a whirlwind of emotions, becoming a gateway for many newcomers and a treat for longtime anime fans. This science fiction comedy series is now a staple in the anime community, with Koro Sensei being one of the most recognizable characters ever with his iconic yellow octopus design. Assassination Classroom's success has risen so high that it's received several awards and nominations, including taking second place on Media Factory and Da Vinci Magazine's Book of the Year list. It's also garnered 2 live action films and 2 Nintendo 3DS games. While obviously a notable franchise, here's how to watch and read the anime and manga. Plot of Assassination Classroom. I guess not much more is being said thus far. Okay. The story begins when a powerful octopus like creature destroys 70% of the moon with a single explosion. After showing off his superhuman abilities, the creature threatens to inflict the same catastrophe onto Earth in exactly 1 year's time if no one can kill him. However, the creature then makes the peculiar demand to be appointed a teacher at the prestigious Kunugigaoka Junior High School. To keep the creature in one place, the government agrees to this demand and places him in charge of Class 3E, also known as the N class. Now, Class 3E, guys, is basically like, it's kind of where, like, the students who are basically considered the lowest of the low go. It's not that they're necessarily like worse off in terms of students or whatever, but they're usually like whereas most of the other classes are like come from like upper middle class to more wealthy type families. These kids are lower middle class, some maybe poverty level, you know. So that's what you got here. You know. All right, let's see. Alright, so anyways, continuing on here then. Kuno Gi Gaoka's education system operates on a hierarchy, Class 3E at the very bottom. Class consists of a group of students who either struggle to obtain decent grades or have a habit of breaking school rules, as I was trying to point out there. Obtaining a spot in 3E is seen as punishment, as the students are cast aside by teachers and peers alike for being quote unquote inadequate in comparison to Gaoka's standards. Now, these students find themselves at the forefront of an impossible mission to assassinate a seemingly invincible creature dubbed Koro Sensei, who has the ability to move and fly at Mach 20 speed. Surprisingly, Koro Sensei is an amazing teacher, effectively raising the morale of his students and teaching them well in academia, assassination, and life skills. So get this, you got a yellow octopus who's trying to teach you academics, how to assassinate him, and just life skills in general. Think about that for a moment. One minute you might be solving a complex algebraic formula with him, and next he might be talking to you about your problems with how with your girlfriend, and then the next thing you're trying to kill him. talk about some interesting twists there, huh, guys? Did anybody catch what I just said? I hope everybody's enjoying the content, following along. Anyways, as we continue on here, where to read the Assassination Classroom manga? Written and illustrated by Yusei Matsui, Assassination Classroom was published in Weekly Shonen Jump from July 2012 to March 2016. During its run, the manga garnered a total of 21 volumes and 180 chapters, with 5 extras. All 21 volumes have been translated to English via Viz Media, and due to its prominence, the manga is fairly easy to come by even after years since its completion. Digital copies are available to read through Viz Media, Kindle, and Comixology. Physical books are available to purchase individually or collectively as an entire box set. Those can be found on Amazon and through local retailers such as Walmart, Barnes & Noble, and Books A Million. There is also a spin-off manga called Koro Sensei Quest, which consists of 4 volumes and 17 and a half chapters. Written by Kizuku Watanabe and illustrated by Joe Aodo. It features a similar storyline to the main series, but is set in an alternate universe. The students from Class 3E are in an RPG world where they must grow stronger to eventually face off against the Demon King, aka Koro Sensei. Ironically, the Demon King decides to train them so they can one day kill him. The spin-off is much harder to find, but physical copies are available on Amazon. Where to watch Assassination Classroom anime? The franchise generated 2 anime, both of which were adapted by Studio Lurch. Season 1 began airing in winter 2015 and produced 22 episodes, while season 2 aired in the winter of 2016 with 25 episodes. Like most series, Assassination Classroom has its anime adaptation to thank for its boost in popularity and manga sales. Both seasons are available to stream on Funimation and Hulu. They can also be purchased digitally through iTunes, Amazon Video, Google Play. DVDs and Blu-rays can be found on Amazon and at Walmart. Meanwhile, Koro Sensei Quest has one season of 12 episodes. It can be streamed on Funimation, Crunchyroll, and VRV. It can also be purchased digitally through iTunes and Amazon Video. DVD and Blu-ray versions are for sale on Amazon and at Walmart. All right, so there we go. So, all right, so that's it for the we have some more people. Lion Art's here. Hello, Lion Art. Yeah, I think I saw you in Chris's stream earlier, I believe. I clicked on the video that said mic stand. Is this right? Yes, it is. This is the mic stand. I think it's the wrong. Well, okay, yeah. This is today's episode, Lion Art. The one I was probably talking about earlier is the one from Friday. You can still click to my channel there and go to my channel. Or what you can do, you can click the mic stand and then put in Friday's date, which is 11/12, 21, and that should get you if you're looking for the one from Friday. This is for today's date. Clicked on this other one that looks same and says the mic stand. Yeah. So the one you're at right now is we're live broadcasting right now. The one I was probably talking about in Chris's stream earlier was the one from Friday. Okay. You can go to my channel. You can basically click on my name or whatever. And you can click on the channel name, and then you can go to my channel and find it. One from Friday is the one where I was looking back on Fiction House and looking at Jumbo Comics #1. So, but you're welcome here, and I hope you're enjoying the content, and I appreciate any and all likes and shares that you can help out with. Yeah. Yeah. The title is, of course, the. All right. In fact, let me do something real quick for you guys. All right. Let me see. Joining it. All right, that right there, the link I just put up right there should be coming through here. That link right there is to Friday's that link right there is to Friday's video. If you guys want to copy that and to where you can watch it later, you're more than welcome to. Or just simply click it, of course. So yeah, so basically I just put it up there. If you guys want to, check that one out later. If you want to copy it and then later on watch that one as well when you feel like you have the energy to watch that. All right, so we pretty much have, as I said, hit all the main stories for the night here. All right, so how's everybody enjoying the show? I hope Intense Web just said he's enjoying. I hope you guys are enjoying the content and all that. Was there anything else you guys wanted to ask about or talk about? In regards to anime or cartoons or comics or anything like that? Are there any current animes you're watching? Right now, in terms of the most current stuff I'm watching, primarily, I am watching Toonami is still on, believe it or not, on Saturday night. So I am watching some of that. I'm watching, of course, keeping up on Naruto Shippuden, even though that series has already been completed, but they're still showing it on Toonami. Also, was watching Fena Pirate Princess. Right now I'm also watching Food Wars Shigeki no Soma. Again, a lot of this is on Toonami. So that's the most current. Let's see what else. Oh, Yashahime, Princess Half Demon. Watching that as well. So those are primarily the ones I'm watching right now. I was watching Black Clover until they went on hiatus again. Also, Lorenzo, I actually do kind of my own watching blocks, as it were, where where in the afternoon and at night I basically put my own like Toonami and Adult Swim blocks together, and in the afternoons, right now I'm granted some of these I've already watched. I'm just watching them. Some I'm watching again. Right now, my afternoon block is Flame of Recca, which I've seen before, but I'm of course watching again. Superman the animated series, which of course I've seen before. That's more of a cartoon, of course. I'm actually working my way through One Piece as well, and I'm also working my way once again through Pokemon. Right now, I'm watching the Master Quest portion of that series, and then at my nighttime, I'm going to start once again watching His and Her Circumstances later on tonight when I do my nighttime watching. And with that, I'm also been watching The Soul Taker, which I'd seen once before, and then the two newer ones that I hadn't watched before that I'm watching are La Storia de la Arcana Famiglia and Gundam Build Fighters, which I've been working my way through the Gundam series as well. So that's a lot of what I'm watching anime wise. A lot of it's Toonami, and I actually do utilize my own ways of watching it. So anyway, let's see what Toys just said there. What do you get if you insert human DNA into a sheep? A ban for the farm? Okay. Don't know exactly where that came from, but anyways, so you guys have any other question or anything else you want to? Sounds like um, Cartelton Network is still worth watching. Well, Cartoon Network. Um, well, the Toonami block. Well, if you can, if you can, if you can get past, if you can let yourself get past some of the more veiled woke stuff, like I don't, Steve Bloom, longtime LA-based voice actor, of course, is the guy who portrays Tom. Okay, Steve Bloom, among some of the more well-known characters he's played include Roger Smith from Big O, Orochimaru and Zabuza from Naruto, um, Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop anime, which we've of course been talking a lot about lately, Mugen from Samurai Champloo. So he's the one who provides the English voice for all those characters I just mentioned. If you can get past some of the more woker aspects of like pro-vaccine and all that they some of the stuff that he'll try to put in there and just go and watch the anime on Saturday night, Sunday mornings, then you're fine. So let's see. I was just helping that sheep over the fence, says Woody. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it's funny because I don't, even though I have a TV and I still like to keep the cable because I do watch some stuff on it. I haven't been watching as much TV as I used to. If anything, I watch more stuff online now. Yeah. Yeah, Woody, likely story. uh, and I know Woody and Action are giving us a little bit of an entertainment. Again, anybody else here? Lorenzo, Chris, Cross Comments, Rick, Lionheart. You guys have anything more you want to ask or talk about? Lorenzo just okay. I don't currently have cable. Yeah. Well, you can still find you can still find stuff online to watch if you take the time to look. You know. So that's what I'll say about that. Yeah. What about you, Lorenzo? Since you asked me, I might as well ask you. Are there any animes that you're currently watching right now? You'd like to share? I was going to talk about an abusive relationship, but my ex beat me to it. Oh boy. Likely a lot of places to find these shows. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it of course also depends upon how you feel about certain things that get talked a lot about. Um, you might know what I'm referring to, but I'm not going to say it directly. Um, you know, but I mainly watch VTubers. Well, we have a VTuber who's one of our guys. You might want to check out a guy by the name of Leto Enchanted. I don't know if you've ever seen his stuff before, but he's a gamer primarily, but you might want to check out some of Leto's work as well. I'm just surprised he's not here tonight because he said he'd be here usually on Mondays. Since we moved up an hour. Let's see now. Yeah. So, and I did put the link in for Friday's show if you guys want to, again, copy that. And cool, I just subscribed to his channel. Oh, cool, that's good then. Glad I was able to help him, get another subscriber. So, all right. So, anything else you guys want to ask or talk about? We're at hour 37, so we're going to probably be winding down soon because I go anywhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours, depending upon how fast I get through the stories, and or I subbed to your channel as well earlier. Yeah, I think I saw that. I saw my before I even talked to you guys on Chris's stream there. I was at 131, and then I saw that I was back up to 133. I was up as high as 134 earlier in the week, but so yeah, I saw that you probably. I figured some of you guys probably. So I'm back up to 133 subs now. So that's cool. Thank you. So again, anything else you guys want to ask about or anything like that? If not, we probably are going to start wrapping up here. And ready to close out the show. So I'm going to give you guys one last chance if you guys want to ask anything or talk about anything. Let's see. What does a pizza boy and a gyno have in common? They can both smell it, but they can't eat. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably a little too grotesque there, toys. Just a tad grotesque. Laugh out loud. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Getting Mike to read these out loud is the best. Yeah, because I'm not somebody who usually will. I don't swear a lot. I don't. I'll, and of course they just like how I sometimes read it because I'm like, you know, but but we're all cool here. So I hope everybody enjoyed the content. So we're at we're coming up on an hour 40 here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up here. Reminder, guys, of course, I'm here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys have subscribed, I hope you guys will be showing up more often. Monday through Thursday, we do kind of a niche newscast where I'll go over like stories from Bounding into Comics, as well as like CBR, RJ's site, Critical Blast, wherever find stuff covering niche news stories, in the realm of comics, anime, cartoons, manga, maybe even some pro wrestling in there every once in a while. Basically niche stuff. Let's see. Folks joke around in much the same way in Rick Piper from Cross Comics Chat. Yeah. So, um, yeah. So, anyways, and then Friday, of course, is our historical comic retrospect. I put that link up earlier. If you guys wanted to copy that, Stu posted a new article on critical. What, just now? If I see it, I might. I knew he did a few weeks ago on creeps about creepsters or something like that, but dark humor is not like healthcare. Not everyone gets it. Yeah, it's a lot like healthcare. Not everyone gets it. All right. Well, anyways, guys. Yeah. So Friday, of course, is our historical comics retrospect. When I have Backgoat, one of our other mods, on with me most of the time, where we're looking back on old comics. We'll be starting on August of 1938 this Friday, in which we'll be covering some works from DC Comics, including Action Comics #4 and Detective Comics #19. Um, I'm gonna put up the link again for the for the from the episode from last Friday, in case again you guys want to copy it and go watch it later. Maybe after you're done here, check it out. Let's see. Stu tweeted about a new article today. Yep. Leto, Batgoat, Dave, you're all late and hetero. Yeah, I haven't even seen. Yeah, Dave hasn't been on in a while, in a few weeks. I don't know if he's just taking a break from YouTube or what have you. But anyways, I just put the link up from Friday's stream again for anybody who wants to copy it and go watch it afterward. Stu did a review of a horror movie. Okay, so I might not catch it because I don't. We'll see, but because only things I on RJ's site, the only stuff I usually will look over are the comics, anime, manga, and animation stuff. I don't think I usually will look through. All right. So, anyways, guys. So before we leave, there's one last thing. Are you guys today being Monday, November the 15th, 2021? Are you guys ready for this day in each history? That's perfectly fine. All right. This is another segment I do, of course, every night, in which I do kind of a this day in history bit, just talking more about niche history, of course. So, and Woody says it's niche history time. Yes, it is, Woody. I think I'm about ready to wrap up. So, niche it. Right. So I hope the newer guys will enjoy the niche history as well. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look back at this day in niche history. Today being Monday, um, November 15th, 2021. Let's take a look back at this day in niche history. We've only got a couple of items tonight here I was able to find, but I think you guys will enjoy them. They are a bit more historical in nature. All right. So first off, on this date back in, I guess I'll have to so you guys can see that a little better there. On this date back in 1946, 75 years ago today, the 55th issue of True Comics from Parents Magazine Press went on sale on this date back in 1946, 75 years ago today. the 55th issue of True Comics from Parents Magazine Press went on sale today, or on this date, 75 years ago today, for 10 cents. It was 48 pages long. So there's one thing. Hail, hail, Oz, King of the Niche. Yeah, they've given me the nickname Niche King here too. All right, so with that, we have one more piece of niche history to go, and then I think we will just wrap everything up. On this date, 70 years ago today, the UPA produced animated short Rudy Toot Toot premiered on this date back in 1951, 70 years ago today. Rudy Toot Toot is a 1951 American black comedy film noir musical animated short film directed by John Hubley. It was released by Columbia Pictures and produced by UPA, I think it was United Pictures Associates, United Productions of America. Okay, so they've been around for quite a bit. So. Oops, Thrall Raven. And we didn't want to do that. In 1994, it was voted number 41 of the 50 greatest cartoons of all time by members of the animation field. Okay. So basically, it was on this date that Rudy Toot Toot premiered in movie theaters. That's how a lot of animated shorts premiered back then. They didn't have television as widespread at that point. So a lot. If you guys remember watching a lot of the cartoons that you might have grown up on, like on the Tom and Jerry show or what have you, a lot of those cartoons were originally produced as shorts for films. They were usually used as kind of a warm up act to the main feature a lot of times. So. Let's see. Woody has a couple of things to say. Oh, this was a wonderful cartoon. Wonderful. A version of the story of Frankie and Johnny. Yep, that's what they said in the article there. All right, guys. Well, we're reached an hour 48. Hope everybody enjoyed the show tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed a lot of the information. That names it. So with that, guys, I hope to see you all back here tomorrow. And until then, bye!